Welcome to GCSE English Unlocked, your guide to mastering AQA English language and literature. Each episode is designed to help you revise with confidence, consolidate key skills and unlock the secrets behind top grade answers. Whether you're tackling Shakespeare, analysing unseen poetry or perfecting your persuasive writing, this podcast will break everything down clearly, so you can walk into your exams feeling calm, prepared and in control. So grab your notes, let's settle in and let's start unlocking your English potential. Hello and welcome to GCSE English Unlocked, the podcast. I'm your host, Mrs. Dixon, and today we're doing a 10-minute revision blaster, whether you're revising the night before or on the morning of the paper, which I wouldn't recommend. These are quick wins and smart strategies that hopefully will make a quick difference and help you scoop up those all-important final marks. So grab your notes, take a breath, and let's dive in. Okay, so something I always get asked by students, and something students really panic about, is which poems go together well. So if you're doing a last-minute run-through, one of the smartest things you can do is get clear on which poems pair well together. Now technically you should be able to compare any poem in the anthology with another. They're all love and relationships, however some are far more easier than others, and I do think you can make a smarter, clearer essay if you compare ones that go together well. So here are some that I think work really well. When We Two Parted are neutral tones. Despite them both being about breakups, these are a match made in heaven. Both show the pain and bitterness of lost love. You can compare how Byron's emotion is raw and personal while Hardy's tone is more detached and resigned. Think anger versus emptiness. Okay, another really good match is Love's Philosophy and Sonnet 29. These are just perfect. So these are good for longing and desire. Shelley is persuasive and idealistic. It's all about nature and unity, while Barrett Browning is passionate but tangled up in emotion and obsession. Both use nature to express physical and spiritual closeness, so loads of similarities. You can also talk about the strict sonnet form in Sonnet 29, which her passion and lust and longing for her husband is almost bursting out of the tight structure. And Love's Philosophy, similarly, the sing-song sort of playful feel adds to the light-hearted, cheerful nature. Love's Philosophy goes well with a few poems. Another nice pairing is Love's Philosophy and Neutral Tones. So in Love's Philosophy, Shelley celebrates connection and harmony. As we've said before, it's quite a sexy poem. There's lots of mixing and mingling. It's a very physical poem. He is longing for his lover to connect with him. He is lusting after her. There's no other really way to put it. Another poem that goes well with Love's Philosophy is When We Two Parted. This will be a contrast poem. Remember the death imagery in When We Two Parted? He talks about how cold her kiss is, almost as if she's a corpse and there's no life left in her at all. There's no life left in the relationship, whereas Love's Philosophy is all about life. Porphyria's Lover and The Farmer's Bride. Oh, what a good match. Both explore control and imbalance in relationships. You've got obsessive male speakers, trapped women and disturbing imagery. But remember, Browning's is psychological, while Muse social control and repression. So it's not just the farmer who's in control in the poem. There's also a sense that there's wider community as well. And this is the norm. The farmer chose his bride. Before You Were Mine and Mother Any Distance. So both look at parent and child bonds, the push and pull between independence and love. Duffy's tone is nostalgic and a bit jealous. Armitage's is tender but tense, showing change and growing up. Interesting one here. Sing Song is lots of people's favourite, but it can be a bit of a wild card. What can we compare it to? Well, I think Sonnet 29. A nice pairing if you want to show joyful versus intense love. So Daljit Nagra's poem celebrates fun, humour and equality, while Barrett Browning's love is deep and all-consuming. But they're both celebrations of love as well, and celebrations of marriages. The young couple in the poem are British Indian. They are merging two identities. They become a sort of hybrid of British culture and Indian culture. The wife embraces modern Western clothing, for example. It's not worlds apart from Sonnet 29, where expressing your love and desire for a man was not a cultural norm for Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Women in those times certainly weren't normally writers, certainly wouldn't express lust and desire for their husbands. So both writers, we could say, are merging two identities. I'm now going to talk about, for me, two of the saddest poems in the collection. I'm going to compare Eden Rock with Climbing My Grandfather. So they both explore family relationships. Okay, they're both family poems, and it's about family relationships across generations. So Eden Rock is about the speaker remembering and admiring his parents, focusing on the peace and comfort of the past. It's almost a fantasy, heavenly dream world that he finds himself in. And Climbing My Grandfather is about admiration and closeness with a grandparent. And again, there's trust, care and respect. Eden Rock, it's calm, nostalgic, really important word to use if you're talking about Eden Rock. It's almost spiritual. There's a sense of eternal connection, something heavenly, like I said, about the scenario that he sees. Climbing My Grandfather, it's warm, it's amusing, it's curious, it's admiring, and there's emotional intimacy as well. Eden Rock is a pastoral and serene kind of poem. There's a stream of sparkling light, a thermos full of tea. It's peaceful, it's idyllic. We can relate to it. Climbing My Grandfather, it's more physical, it's more tactile. There's a glassy ridge, dusty and cracked. There's a sense of closeness here as well. Both poems show love in a non-romantic sense. Focus on tone, imagery and perspective. That it's younger generations looking back at the older generations. I also think Letters from Yorkshire goes well with Eden Rock because they explore love and connection and overcoming distance. So in Eden Rock there's the distance of, I guess, death and the distance of the past, that for many of us who have lost loved ones, we can only connect with the past through our dreams, through our imagination. And that's what he's doing, I guess, in Eden Rock. It's quite moving. And Letters from Yorkshire shows emotional closeness across distance. So this is more of a literal distance. They're literally physically in different places in the country, and they live completely different lives, yet they still manage to maintain this emotional intimacy. So you could say that both speakers in Eden Rock and Letters from Yorkshire find ways to overcome distance. Letters from Yorkshire, it's warm, reflective, it's affectionate. Eden Rock, again, I would say it was a warm poem. It's calm, it's nostalgic, and there's something quite magical about both of the poems, I think. We've got the emails going across the icy miles in Letters from Yorkshire, which I love, and then the dreamlike quality of Eden Rock, and the title itself, Eden, again relating to perfection, idea, some kind of utopia perhaps, somewhere we can't go in this life, pretty much. I still haven't mentioned Walking Away. This is a family poem. It's about parental love. It's about letting go and growing up. I think this goes really nicely with Mother Any Distance. First of all, Walking Away is from the father's perspective. Mother Any Distance is from a mother's perspective. Walking Away, it's at the beginning of his son's journey. Mother Any Distance, it's at the sort of end of the journey of childhood when her son is moving out for the first time. And both in Walking Away we have that lovely line, love is proved in the letting go, and we also have the idea of the kite in Mother Any Distance, and the son who is about to fall or fly is the quote. So loving is not just about intimacy and emotional intimacy or physical intimacy or closeness. Sometimes love is letting go. And we all know that cliche, if you love someone, you let them go. That really is what both the poems are getting at, and about having to watch the person you love walk away because that's what's best for them. Follower by Seamus Heaney we haven't talked about. Follower could compare with Climbing My Grandfather because both poems explore admiration and respect for an older family member. At the start of Follower, the boy looks up to his father. He wants to be just like him. He admires his father's skill. He admires his authority. And Climbing My Grandfather is the same. He sees the grandfather as a mountain to be climbed, as unexplored territory. He's fascinated by him. Follower has a ton of nostalgia, respect, and a bit of gentle regret in there as well. Climbing My Grandfather, it's warm, it's curious, and both are childlike, quite touching perspectives. Lastly, Before You Were Mine, I don't think I've talked about this one much. Before You Were Mine compares with Eden Rock, about reflection on family relationships and nostalgic memory, and thinking about your parents when they were young and the life they had before you, or the life they had when they were young with you. Before You Were Mine and Letters from Yorkshire, there's admiration and emotional connection across generations and over distance. Before You Were Mine also goes really nicely with Mother Any Distance. They're both about parent-child bonds, and the sort of tension, but the potential tension between love and independence, and how those two things need to go together even though they're opposites. So there you have it, a quick-fire guide to which poems pair well together. If you remember just these pairings and a few key points for each, you can confidently tackle any comparison question in your exam. Good luck, stay calm, and keep unlocking those secrets of GCSE English.